Hi, I'm Elise Gulan with Exercise TV, and this is Yoga Fitness Plus. I've designed this series of flowing vinyasa variations to strengthen the mind and body and to create long, lean muscles. Now, this is a level 2 flow, but I'll be giving you lots of modification options for level 1. So please feel free to join me, have fun, move like yourself, and most importantly, just breathe. We're going to begin starting with our feet a narrow hip width. Softening the knees, just gently start to round into a soft forward fold. Start to connect with your breath, and let's stretch the body here. Right knee softens, right palm plants, and on an exhale, peel the left arm open for a full body twist. Inhale, reach and stretch, and exhale. Let's try the other side. Left knee softens, right arm reaches to the sky, and exhale through center. Try one more each side, connecting to your breath. And imagine that your breath is your dancing partner as we move through the flow. Great. Let's plant the palms and get some stretches for the spine. Cat-cow. On an inhale, tailbone tilts up, heart center opens, breath deepens. And on an exhale, round the spine and start to engage the belly, navel drawing in. Inhale, open. And exhale, round. This should feel like a wonderful yawn for the body as we move. Inhale, open the heart. And on the exhale, roll over the toes. And let's press it up and back, downward facing dog. Let's deepen that last series. On an inhale, this time come through a plank pose, staying on the toes, open the heart center, upward facing dog. And on an exhale, up and back, down dog. 2 more flows like that. So again, just come into your breath. This is an up dog, down dog Kriya, and it's designed to stretch and strengthen the full body as we prepare for the more energetic postures to come. Inhale, open, and exhale, reach it up and back. Downward facing dog. Great work. We're gonna fire up the belly. Come back to hands and knees. Let's extend the left toes back. Drawing the belly in, I want you to think about spinning the tailbone down and extending the right arm. Breathe deeply. Now level 1, you can keep the toes grounded. Level 2, extend the leg. Reach and press through the limbs and fire up that navel to spine connection. In yoga, we call this Uddiyana Bandha. Now level 1, you'll stay here. Level 2, a lateral press, engaging the side body as well. Arm and leg lift. Navel stays strong. You'll start to feel those side abs. And then reach it back forward through center. Lift and stretch. Come back to hands and knees. Great job. Side 2. Extend the leg. Draw the belly in, lengthening through the spine. I like to imagine separating each vertebra here. And then you might add the lift of the leg. Remember, these are options. Level 2, a little higher. And let's open to that side press. Belly in, you'll feel the hips, core and the lower back. This is just a great way to really fire up the belly and warm up our full body. Inhale, lift, and exhale, hands and knees. Let's try one child's pose. Hips back, this is our option for rest, and it's available to you throughout practice as you need. And then as you're ready, join me. Downward facing dog. A little deeper fire in the core here. On an inhale, lift the left leg. Downward facing dog split. Let's keep our hips square. On an exhale, empty the belly, draw the knee to the nose, and notice my hips are low, and I'm gonna round into the shoulder blades, drawing the belly in and up. Nice, and then inhale, reach it up and back, down dog split. On an exhale, we'll flow here as we cross the body, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, reach it up and back, down dog split, great stretch. Exhale, bring that knee outside the elbow. And now we're gonna step our foot down. Great, so we're in a nice runner's lunge. Now level 1, anytime, can feel free to lower that back knee for support. Level 2, join me on the toes. Breathing here. Let's add another twist. Peel that heart center open. Nice, what a great metaphor for life as well. Keeping an open heart here. Stretch and reach. And then we'll bring both hands down to frame the foot. Now firing up our full body, let's extend the elbows by the ears and lift up. This is a crescent warrior. We're gonna fire it up with pulses. Come down an inch. Teeny tiny pulses in the front thigh. They're like push-ups, but for the thighs. Last one, hold, lift and lengthen that spine. Let's take the hand outside the thigh and add a twist here. Now we're gonna really narrow the waist by drawing the belly in and deepening the twist. Advanced, maybe both arms reach here. Exhale. On your inhale, let's lift up through center. Hands down, and we're gonna come down through a vinyasa. Step it back to plank. Lower elbows, hug the ribs. Level 1, cobra pose. Level 2, compress onto the toes and palms. Upward facing dog. And on an exhale, up and back. Down dog. Let's try that flow on the other leg. Start to reach the leg to the sky. Draw the belly in, round through the shoulders, hips low, kiss that knee for core strength. And then inhale, reach it up and back. Exhale, knee outside the elbow. So again, if you need to take a break anytime in child's pose, this flow really fires up the core. Now hug the knee to the elbow and then step it down. Remember, the option is for that low knee. Breathe here. On the exhale, draw the belly in, open the heart in a great stretch. Press back through the back heel, forward through the crown, and then hands frame the foot. Nice work. Now staying low, we're gonna use that core strength to reach forward and lift up. Crescent warrior. Let's try those 5 small pulses. Down an inch, abs in, down an inch. So you'll feel gluteals, abs, quadriceps. Last one, let's hold it low, draw the belly in, lift tall. And let's take the hand outside the thigh and add that twist. Shoulders relax, belly draws in and deep as you can today. So our flexibility will increase as you continue to practice with me. Advanced option is to lift the arm. Last little breath here. You'll feel that really deep fire in the lower body. Lift up, hands down. Let's take that vinyasa. Step back, lower chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Open that heart. And exhale, downward facing dog. A little more fire in the core. We're gonna come forward to a plank pose and take that same flow. Reach the left leg up. Keeping the hips this low, draw the knee to the nose and empty out the belly. Great. Inhale, extend it back. Exhale, cross the body, transverse abdominals. And inhale. So we're also challenging our balance here, which is a great bonus. Bring the knee to the elbow. Extend it back. See if you can lift it 1 inch, level 2. Great. We're gonna plant both feet. Now from here, we're gonna peel the body open, side plank. Level 1, you can step that top leg down and press up into the hips for support. Level 2, you'll keep both legs straight and reach the upper arm forward. Feel a stretch through both sides of the body, and you might add a lift to that upper leg. Breathe and energize and reach in all directions here to feel really good and strong. Awesome, let's come back to center. Now level 1, you might rest on the knees. Level 2, let's take a yoga push-up chaturanga for a little extra heat. And we'll try that other side. Extend the right leg, breathe and flow. Exhale, navel in, knee to the nose for that kiss. Extend it back. So this series really engages the full body. Front and back body will strengthen and then also stretch. The beauty of yoga is we simultaneously get the benefits of stretch and strength. Nice. Now from here, lift it up 1 inch. Great. Bring the feet down. Pull the belly in and let's peel it open, other side. Imagine your tailbone could reach down toward the heels. Nice. Now if you want, you can add the lift of that leg and the reach of that upper arm. And level 1, remember, you can always step the top foot down. Breathing here. One last reach. Great. Let's come through center. Now here, level 1, you'll take this next series on the knees. Level 2, join me in full plank. 4 chaturangas, lower. Exhale, press to plank. Nice, 3 more. And exhale, press. 2 to go. Lower down. Exhale, press. Fantastic stamina. Try 1 more. Hold that plank and let's lower together nice and slow. Exhale, slow chaturanga. hold it if you can. Wow, there's the fire in the core. Let's stretch it out in up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Now I'm gonna give you the option to explore balance here. Imagine you could float that right leg. Great, now see if you can stabilize the core. This next one's challenging, I fall all the time, so let's just say it's okay. You might add a lengthening of the left arm. Oh yeah, lift it up 1 more inch, level 2. And step it back down, great work. Press the hips back. Breathe, and let's give the other side a shot. Extend the leg. Draw the belly in, and maybe you add that other arm. Maybe that's for tomorrow's practice. Great. Let's place the hand down, the foot down. Draw the belly in. Take a nice big deserved breath in downward facing dog. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, say, ah. Lengthen through the spine here. Let's soften both knees, and at the bottom of your exhale, look forward, and you can either step or lightly jump to the front edge of your mat. Inhale, lift the heart, lengthen the spine, and on the exhale, fold, hamstring stretch. On an inhale, reverse swan dive. So lead with the heart as you come to stand, reach up. On the exhale, palms to prayer at the heart center, mountain pose. Draw the belly in. Inhale, reach up, and we'll flow through a sun salute series. Exhale, dive. So once again, connecting breath to movement. Inhale, lifts the spine. Exhale, knees soften, palms plant, and we step it back to plank. On your next exhale, elbows hug the ribs, and lower slow chaturanga. Inhale, open the heart, and stretch the front body. Upward facing dog. Exhale, use the core strength to come back downward facing dog. And enjoy 1 breath cycle here. On your exhale, bend the knees, look forward, and let's step or jump to the front edge. Inhale, heart center lifts. Exhale, we fold. And on the inhale, lengthen the spine. Remember, separating each vertebra as you come to stand. And on the inhale, draw the palms to prayer. We're gonna fire up our core and lower body. Exhale, sit the hips down. Inhale, lift the heart center. And this is chair pose. The Sanskrit word is Utkatasana. Draw the belly in. I want you to spin the tailbone down. Keep the heart lifting and the inner thighs pressing. So you'll feel heat already. Utkatasana also translates to fierce pose. And we'll see why in a moment here. Draw the belly in. Now here's a flow. 4 times, we're gonna lift the heels. Lift the heels up and lower down. 3 more. Keep the core engaged and lower, belly in. Lift the heels and lower. 1 more, heels lift and lower. Sit down deeper. Now level 1 can stay here. Level 2 takes the flow on the toes. Inhale, lift the heart, and exhale, fold. So of course, we're adding that challenging element of balance. Exhale. Belly in, great work. Inhale, lift. Lower the heels. Draw the palms to prayer. Now staying low if you can. Let's twist. Elbow outside of the thigh, and we use this to open and broaden the heart, which feels amazing. Nice, breathing here. Staying low. We're gonna challenge it up. Extend the right leg back. This is twisting crescent warrior. Press a long line from the back heel all the way to the crown, and peel the center of the chest up, as if you had a beautiful sunlight on the center of your chest and you were radiating it toward the sky. Now, advanced options. You can extend the arms, opening the heart. And for the few very experienced yogis, you might try a bind. Reach behind you, taking fingertips and breathing. Now, there's no stagnant postures in yoga, so the movement here, as we build the strength, is in the breath. Inhale, exhale. Great, now let's bring the palms back to prayer. Staying low, staying twisting. Step the right foot to the left. Oh yeah, there's that heat. Lift a chair. Advance maybe on the toes. And exhale, fold. Great work. Let's get rid of that fire for a moment. Relax the head and neck. Come back to the breath if you've lost it. And we'll take the other side. Exhale, hips sit low. Belly draws in and you lift the heart. Now the weight starts off in the heel, so wiggle the toes and see if you can challenge yourself by sitting deeper. Great. 4 heel lifts here. Lift and lower down, belly in. Lift the heels. So we're getting a great stretch for our feet as well. Great thing about yoga, full body work, full body lengthening. Nice. Now level 1, you can stay low. Level 2, come onto those toes. Inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, fold. Core stays active here. This is abdominal stabilization. Breathe. Inhale, reach it up. Heels low, hips low, palms to prayer. Now keep your hips square here, and we're gonna twist. Draw the belly in and open that heart. Now I know I'm asking you to move toward this deep sensation. Give it a try. Step the left leg back and peel it open. Now we're here for a while, firing up the lower body. Deep in the stretch and the pose with each breath. Gorgeous. So we're calling on all that beautiful inner strength here as we breathe. If you want to try that bind, reach the arm behind you, bend the elbow, and reach under the bent leg for fingertips or wrist. Peel the heart open. Move deeper toward that fire for one last breath. Nice. Now stay low and twisting as you bring the palms to prayer. We step it back to that low chair. Oh yeah, feeling that heat. One last breath in chair. And exhale, we sit all the way down. Now don't get too comfortable. We're gonna fire up those abs. Lift the legs. Level 1, you can work with bent legs. Great option. Level 2, legs might be straight. On your exhale, gently come down. Back, waist down, shoulder blades up. We're gonna flow 4 times. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. So we call this rocking the boat, which is kind of a fun way to think of it. As if you were riding on a beautiful wave of energy here. Here's our last one. Inhale, lift, abs in, now come down, keep the shoulder blades up. Let's draw the palms to prayer. Find a thought of serenity. Twist, center, twist again. Now I'm drawing my abdominals in. You remember that Uddiyana Bandha, navel to spine. Twist, center, extend and lengthen through the body. Use that core to come back up. Cross the ankles. Come forward. We're gonna plant the palms and step it back, moving through a vinyasa. Lower chaturanga. Belly in on the inhale, roll forward, open and stretch. And on the exhale, downward facing dog. Great work here. Inhale, we're gonna extend the right leg, and this time, you can let that hip open. Reaching the toes to the sky, inhale. Now remember our core work in plank. Draw the belly in, almost as if you could kiss that knee, and step it to the right thumb. Left heel pivots down. I'm gonna try to square my hips here on the fingertips. Draw the belly in, and then extend the arms forward and let's reach it up. Nice, strong, warrior 1. So in warrior 1, we imagine squaring the hips. And that's a lifelong journey. So we just move toward it. And then from here, keep the elbows by the ears, the belly engaged, reach and stretch. Now level 1, great option right here to stay in your warrior 1. Level 2, we're gonna fire it up. Draw the belly in. See if you can lift up and balance warrior 3. Extend the lifted leg 1 inch higher. Feel the full body strengthen. And let's flow. Exhale, knees softens, arms reach back. Belly in, inhale. Wow, fabulous. 2 more. Enjoy the sensation of the body and the feeling of getting stronger. And of course, very big challenge for the balance here. Remember, falling is all part of our practice. Reach here, belly in. Let's soften the right knee, lots of strength. And step it back, warrior 1. Reach through that heart center. Exhale, let's windmill it open. This is our warrior 2. Great, shoulders relaxed, belly in. Tailbone spin straight down for length in that spine. Nice, now we're gonna fire up the challenge by staying low in that front thigh. Great, let's spin the front palm up. Lift and lengthen the heart center as we reach it up and back. Peaceful warrior. So as the name suggests, we wanna try to balance the peace and serenity with the strength of the warrior. Nice, from here, reach it up and forward, all the way to side angle. Stretch the top body, pressing down from left heel through fingertips. Keep the core strong. Now, fantastic. Here's the challenge. Both arms reach. Draw the belly and see if you can peel that heart center open to the sky. Nice, one more breath. Stay low in that front thigh and let's windmill it all the way up and back. Reverse warrior. And hands down. Let's move through our vinyasa. Step it back and lower. Up dog and down dog. We'll challenge that other leg. Left leg reaches for the sky. Take a stretch in that open hip here. Draw the belly in. Remember, we're gonna kiss our knee on the way forward. Step it down. Right heel spins down 45 degrees. Belly draws in. And square the hips as you come to stand. So imagine rolling your opposite shoulder down the back. Breathing. Great, lengthen, separate those vertebrae, and then reach forward. And again, level 1, you can take that flow here. Level 2, we'll push off, warrior 3. Lift the leg 1 inch higher, advance, I know you can. And now we flow 3 times. Inhale. Your breath is your greatest ally as we move through these challenging sequences. Breathe and stabilize. 1 more. If you can smile here, that's an added bonus. Lift up, soften that front knee, and let's step it all the way back, reaching up for that stretch in warrior 1. Stay low in your thigh. Peel it open, warrior 2. Shoulder blades kiss. Now from here, you can see my tailbone spinning down. As I peel my front palm open, I'm gonna lengthen both sides of my waist, up and back. Remember the peace in the peaceful warrior, also called reverse warrior. Breathe and stretch, and then use that breath. Let's come all the way forward, side angle. Check it out. I'm gonna peel my heart open. It feels so amazing. Tailbone down, come deeper into that front thigh. And for the most experienced yogis, try reaching both arms, belly in. Remember, that light on the center of your chest radiating toward the sky. One last breath. Let's go all the way up and back, peaceful warrior. Awesome, let's windmill it down. Roll over the toes and take your vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. Breathe and release. Now that we've been strengthening and stretching our full body, let's challenge our balance a little more. On an inhale, reach that right leg up. Get a nice big stretch, down dog split. Exhale, bend the knee. Hips low, give that knee a kiss and step it to the thumb. Spin the left heel down. And this time, let's peel it all the way up and open, warrior 2. Shoulders relax. Draw the belly in and let's come down really deeply into that front thigh. You want to try to align your front knee over the ankle and almost imagine your inner thigh could press it open gently. Great, now we're going to straighten the leg. You might shift your gaze forward and start to press that right leg straight. Draw the belly in, keep all that length in the upper body and start to reach forward. When you can't reach anymore, keep that left hip spinning open and bring the right hand down, left arm up. This is triangle pose. And it's one of my favorites. I want you to imagine reaching and lengthening in all directions here. Feel free to take up space. Breathe and reach. Fantastic. Now level 2, you might try this transition, gazing up at the left thumb. Level 1 can follow me. We're gonna balance. Shift your gaze down, start to soften the right leg, and push off gently. Left leg lifts, heart center peels open. This is half moon pose. I want you to energize that lifting leg. See if you can lift it 1 inch higher. Oh yeah. Full body strengthening. Breathe here. Open the heart. For you very experienced yogis, you might try floating the right fingertips for a full balance. Now that might be for next practice. See where you are. We're just gonna go ahead and say it's okay to fall as we move through this next series. Shift your gaze down. We're gonna try to transition to airplane pose. Arms to the side. This is just like warrior 3. Reach and press. Level 2, arms reach forward, adding some strength in the back and gluteals. See if you can lift that leg. Staying balanced, open the arms. Draw the belly in and let's add a twist. Left fingertips down, right side body peels open, belly in. See if you can float that lifting leg. This is twisting half moon. Breathe and stretch. Now level 1, you might need to set the right hand down for this one. Level 2, without touching, just shift the gaze. Try to lift it back, airplane. Extend those arms forward. One last lift, find your edge. Awesome, bring the hands down. Whew, both legs working on that, plus the core and our full upper body. This is a square hip standing split. I want you to lengthen the heart and fold. See if you can float that straight left leg 1 inch higher. Great. Now let's open it for a hip stretch. Point the toes, draw the belly in and let that leg peel open. This is standing split. If you'd like to challenge your balance further, you simply wrap the right arm behind the calf and fold deeper. Now let's fire up our glutes. We're gonna take 5 leg lifts with the lifting leg. Up 1 inch and hold, up 1 inch and hold, 3 more, lift, hold. Press up, hold. And that's the last one, hold the lift. Now level 2, you can try coming onto the toes. Draw the belly in, feel the energy, 5 more lifts. Up 1 inch, 2. Press it up 1 inch for 3, 2 more, lift, hold. Last one, lift, hold. Great work, we're gonna bring it down. Soften the right leg, and then gently press it up and back, slow and controlled, warrior 1. Wow, fantastic. Bring the hands down, step it back, and we'll flow through our vinyasa. Inhale, open the heart, coming back to that breath. And exhale, bring it up and back. Down dog. I want you to take a deep breath here. Let go of that last side and start fresh. On an inhale, left leg. Reach it up, and this stretches for you. Really lengthen. Remember, take up space, your practice. On the exhale, bend the knee, keep the hips low, give that knee a kiss for core strength. Step the foot down. Right heel pivots down. Use your core for this transition as you windmill it open. Warrior 2. Shoulder blades kiss behind the heart, belly draws in. Sit a little deeper and press that inner thigh open so the knee is over the second and third toe. Shoulders relax again, and then we begin to straighten. Draw the belly in. Start to reach forward. Now notice, I want to lengthen both sides of my waist here. And on the exhale, reach the left arm down. Inhale the right arm up and peel it open, triangle. Such a gorgeous pose. Find the length and space in your body as you reach and stretch. All directions here. Now level 2, give it a try. Gaze up as you transition. Level 1 will gaze down. Soften the knee, push off, and lift it up to that half moon. You want to peel the right side body open here and stack it on the left. See if you can reach that left leg up. Peel the heart open and breathe. Nice. Now from here, if you're very experienced yogis or anyone who wants to give it a try, maybe float those fingers. Great, bring it down. So if you remember our plank pose from earlier, that side plank is a similar posture. We're just adding the balance. Now we're gonna move to that airplane pose. Draw the belly in, fire up the strength in the core, and reach it up. Great, press back and lift that back leg up. Level 2 might reach those arms forward. Find the edge. Awesome, back to airplane arms. Draw the belly in and bring the right fingertips down. Feel the heart center open here. Great, now that right leg might float a little higher. Belly in. One straight line from the right heel pressing back all the way to the crown. Twisting half moon. Breathe, see if you can smile here. One last transition. Draw the belly in. Shift your gaze down, let's reach it out. Warrior 3. See if you can float the leg and extend the arms forward. And on the exhale, hands down. Keep the hips square first, lengthening the spine and deepening your fold. Let go of the head and neck. Great, then point the toes. Let's peel that right hip open and fold deeper. Lengthen in all directions. You might add the balance by wrapping the left forearm. Right leg goes up 1 inch and hold. Up 1 inch, hold. 3, hold. Good work. 2 more, lift and hold. Hold the lift, feeling the gluteus medius and minimus side of our butt working. Come onto the toes. Let's try 5 more. Up 1 inch, hold 1. Up, hold, 2, 3, hold, 4, hold, great work. Now hold that last lift, best you've got. Lower the heel, soften the knee, and gently press it up and back. 1 breath, warrior 1, and exhale, hands down. Let's move through our vinyasa. Lower chaturanga, inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Let it go, breathe it out. And as you're ready, we'll inhale, reach the left leg to the sky. On the exhale, bend the knee, come through that plank, give the knee a kiss for the core, and step the foot down. Right heel pivots down, and we're gonna reach it right up. Nice strong warrior 1 pose here, square the hips. Let's take a heart opener. Open up the arms, draw the belly, and now we're gonna add a bind. Level 1, interlace fingers behind the back. Press the palms and roll the shoulder blades down, broadening that heart center. Nice. Level 2, if you're very flexible through the shoulders, you might join me here. Bring the palms to prayer, and then from here, slide that prayer between the shoulder blades. Open the heart center as if your scapula could kiss, and lift tall. We're gonna start to straighten that front leg. Lengthen it. Now level 1, you can step the back leg in a little closer. Level 2, keep your stance wide. Square the hips, inhale, lengthen, and on the exhale, start a hinge. So this is a standing stretch for the hamstring, and you'll feel beautiful length move through the entire back left side body. Now remember, no stagnant poses, so on the inhale, you lengthen, and on the exhale, you fold. And then as you're ready, release the arms for balance. We're gonna move this to a twist. Hips stay square. Plant the inside palm, and draw the other hand to the hip. Now guide that left hip back as the crown of the head reaches forward, and then peel it open. This is twisting triangle. On an inhale, lengthen the crown of the head and the arm, and on the exhale, deepen that twist. Reach and press, draw the belly in, so we're naturally creating a beautiful narrow waist here. And on your exhale, let's bring it down, 1 last hold. Soften the front knee, step it back, and level 1, you can press right back to down dog or child's pose. Level 2 will join me in this vinyasa. Exhale, great work. Let's take that right leg, reach it high to the sky. Nice big stretch, give yourself some energy. And on the exhale, bend the knee, give it a little kiss for that ab. And then step the foot down. Spin the left heel low, draw the belly in, reach forward and lift up. Gorgeous heart opening, warrior 1. Draw the belly in and sit a little deeper. Open the arms. And you can choose that bind, either interlacing fingers or taking the palms to prayer for reverse namaste. Heart opens, right leg straightens. Belly draws in, square off the hips and heart and start to fold. Inhale, separate those vertebrae again. And on the exhale, hinge. So we're creating space along the back body. Sometimes when we have tightness or tension in the lower back, it actually comes from tight hamstrings. Release the hands down and fold. So by stretching them out, we're contributing to our spinal health. Place the inside palm down, draw the right hand to the hip, and as you lengthen the crown forward, peel it open, twisting triangle. Belly in, inhale, lengthen and reach in all directions. Exhale, deepen that twist. 1 more, breathe. Great work. On the exhale, bring the hands down, 1 last fold. Soften the knee, roll over the back toes. And let's move either through your vinyasa or level 1, enjoy a nice downward facing dog. Open that heart and exhale it back. Take 1 inhale here, tilt your tailbone to the sky. And let's reach that right leg up 1 last time for a stretch. Bend the knee, and this time we step it outside of the right hand and pivot the left heel down. Now on an inhale, I want you to open the heart and breathe as you reach and stretch. This is side angle. Lengthen and engage. And on the exhale, turn the back heel in, and we're gonna let go. Round through center. Spin both toes to the back wall and peel the heart center open. Side angle the other side. Let's flow 3 more times together. Exhale, rounding the spine, getting a nice stretch with gravity. Inhale, reach and stretch, and exhale. So especially as we flow here, move like yourself. If the different arm variation is calling to you, go for it. Just breathe and feel the length where your body needs it. Round. Peel it open. Great, one more here. Round through center. So we want to enjoy these stretches as we create length and space. And you'll actually stand a little bit taller after practice from all that stretching of the spine. Exhale, let's come through center. Turn both your toes toward me and take a fold. Relax the head and neck. I want you to reach for the ankles and take one stretch through the thighs. We're about to fire up that lower body really intensely here. Plant the palms. Let's turn the heels in toward each other. Draw the belly in, press your hips back, and extend the heart center forward. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Pressing the hips forward, lift that heart center. Goddess pose. We're gonna draw the palms to our heart center in prayer. And now here's where we might part directions. Level 2, you're gonna keep your hips low and engaged for thigh stamina. Level 1, join me. Inhale, straighten the legs with the arms, and exhale, flow. 3 more times. Level 2, hips stay low, and just reach up through those arms. Gorgeous. Now 2 more. Inhale, reach up, and imagine you could gather in joy. Place it between the palms, and draw that joy to the heart center. Fantastic. Inhale, reach up. Maybe you gather in strength or peace. Place it into the palms and draw it to the heart center in prayer. Breathing here. Now we're gonna stay low. I want you to inhale, open the arms. This next one is a stretch for the back. Exhale, drawing the belly in. Let's cross the left elbow over the right and take eagle arms. Shoulders relax, belly draws in, elbows lift. And as your palms reach forward, you feel a broadening across the back. Now, you're definitely feeling those thighs. Quadriceps, inner thighs, outer hips, and core. Level 1, anytime you need to straighten the legs, please feel free. Let's open the arms and take the other side. Exhale, right about now, I'm gonna ask you once again to move toward that deep sensation in the thighs. Elbows lift, belly draws in, press the palms forward. Now I know you can stay with me for just a few more breaths. Find that inner strength. Breathing deeply, maybe you sit down a little more. Last few moments here, let's inhale, open. Exhale, best you've got. And on the inhale, finally straightening those legs for length. Draw the palms to prayer. And let's step back to the front edge of our mat. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach up, spin the tailbone down, draw the belly in and draw the palms to prayer. On an exhale, let's sit those hips down. One last journey in chair pose. Reach up. Let's try those 4 heel lifts. Lift and lower. 3 more. So, very stabilized in our core after that practice. So breathe and hold it low. Inhale, lift the heart. And on the exhale, we're gonna take a hip opener, combining strength and flexibility. Stay low in the right leg and cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Breathing. So we're getting a great opener for that lifted hip. Be sure you flex the left foot. That protects our knee. Sit deeper for that extra work in the core, gluteal, and thigh. Great, let that hip open. Now level 2, I want you to keep the hips low, chair pose, firing up that strength, and switch sides. Sit down. So yoga works so efficiently in this particular flow because we stretch as we strengthen. Breathe. This gives us fast results, beautiful streamlined muscle tone. One more breath. Great work. Come back to chair and we're gonna sit all the way down. Boat pose, level 1, bent legs. Level 2, see if you can straighten. Inhale. On the exhale, let's rock that boat one last time. Use the strength of the core. Come on down and bring the palms to prayer. Lower the legs if you're feeling strong and make sure the belly stays drawing in. We're gonna add those twists 4 times this time. Twist and twist. As you draw in with the belly, here's our second one. I want you to think about lengthening and streamlining those legs. Great work. Last one coming up right here. Nice deep twist. Nice deep twist. Come through center. One last challenge here. Wrap the wrists, belly in, lower the legs, extend and reach. 5 counts, all directions. Hold 1, 2, 3. You've got it. There's 5. Come on up to sit. Cross the ankles. Come forward. Let's plant the palms and step it back. Level 1, you'll take these chaturangas on the knees. Level 2, join me in full plank. Lower slowly. Exhale, press. So this is for our core, our upper body. You'll also feel the front thighs activate. Exhale, press. Last one here. Lower down. Let's meet in plank pose. Reach through the crown of the head, press back through the heels. And this time we're gonna lower all the way down to the mat. Hold at the bottom if you can. And then release. Shake those hips side to side. Great work. We're gonna take our back bending on our belly today. Extend the head and neck and reach the arms forward. Now we'll begin just by lifting the heart center. And you'll feel a beautiful strength and energy in the middle and upper back. Let's add to the stretch by extending the legs. Now level 2, you might move this to bow pose. Bending the knees and reaching for the fronts of the feet or ankles. On an inhale, lift up. So this should feel gorgeous for that front body. Opening the heart center, kissing the shoulder blades, strengthening middle and upper back. One last breath. Great work. Let's lower all the way down. Shake out those hips. Now we're gonna fire up the gluteals and abs again. Draw the navel in and imagine spinning the tailbone down. Now level 2 will lift the heart. And then as you're ready, extend through both legs, lift up. We're gonna take 8 presses from the gluteals. Up an inch, 2, 3, hold, 4, press 5, 6, 7. One last lift on 8, come as high as you can. Exhale, lower down and shake those hips. Fantastic. Now we're gonna add the hamstrings. One last set of 8. Bend the knees, flex the feet, and let's walk those knees mat width apart. Draw the belly in and extend the arms forward. See if you can lift the thighs up off the mat and try 8 lifts. Press 1 and 2, 3, 4, lift 5, keep lengthening through the heart. There's 7. Hold your last one, everything lifts. Exhale, lower down, shake it out. We're gonna press back to a wide leg child's pose. Toes touch, knees open, hips up and back as you stretch. Surrender here. And this is a pose of honoring. And I'd like you to take a moment to honor yourself and your practice. Come on up to sit. We're gonna stretch our front thighs and hip flexors. Place your palms behind you. Don't even change the shape of your legs. Just press the hips up off the heels and soften the elbows. So it's stretches like this that we've done throughout our practice that streamline our muscles. So we get long, lean, strong muscle tone, and we don't get big and bulky. One more breath here. Take a seat. We're gonna go ahead and combine a stretch with one last ab series. Can never be too strong in your core. It is our powerhouse. I want you to plant the feet, plant the palms, and on an inhale, tabletop stretch. Now for this next one, you'll need your sense of humor, so bring it with you. Flex the feet, draw the belly in and reach the hips up and back. Now here's where that smile comes in handy. Imagine lifting the feet. I know it's challenging. Lift up and then take a stretch. Took me 3 months to even lift one toe up off the mat. So wherever you are, that's perfection. Let's try one more time. Exhale, hips up and back. Maybe you just imagine the lift. That's awesome. And then take that last stretch. Great work. Let's come to sit. We're gonna reach the hips back. This is a hamstring stretch. Inhale, lengthen. Remember separating each vertebra, fold forward. You might reach for your toes or level 1, maybe just your calves. Breathe. Again, each inhale lengthens and each exhale folds. Releasing the practice and letting your heart rate settle. Let's take a twist. Come to a tall seat. Use those abdominals we built and come down slowly, one vertebra at a time. Open the arms like a nice wide T. Let's go ahead and extend the left leg, hug the right knee, and take a twist across the body. You can stretch your neck by gazing gently to your right. Coming through center. One last twist. Hug the left knee in. across your body here. This gives us flexible, supple spines. So we not only build our aesthetics, we also contribute to the length and longevity of our spine. Come back through center. Use that core strength to rock and roll forward. Step your feet apart. Let's finish as we began. Taking one big twist. Exhale through center. Twist the other way. Come through center. Soften those knees. As you round up, I want you to realize that you achieved perfection today by coming to the mat with an open heart and an open mind. Thank you so much for joining me for this flow. I'm Elise Gulan with Exercise TV.
Exercise TV has the hottest workouts from the best trainers. There's over 200 workouts to choose from, and new trainers and workouts are added each month. Check out exercisetv.tv, where you will find the complete library of workouts available to download for as low as $1.99. Plus, simple to follow 2-week workout plans. Get going and start downloading. Go to exercisetv.tv now.